My name's Trey Bundy, and I'm an investigative journalist at the Center for Investigative Reporting. For the last 5 years, I've been covering Jehovah's Witnesses and their child sex abuse cover-up. This all started with a package in the mail. My editor tapped me on the shoulder one day. He had just opened an envelope, and he said, "You got to take a look at this." Pulled out these documents, and the document on top was from the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, which is the headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses. And what it was a policy memo from 1989 from the Watchtower to every elder in the United States, explaining to them that child abuse was a confidential matter, that they were to keep quiet about it to avoid lawsuits.
Premiering February 8th on the Oxygen channel is a two-part investigative series, The Witnesses, about the cover-up of sexual abuse of children in the Jehovah's Witness Church. And joining right now from the Center of Investigative Reporting is reporter Trey Bundy. Trey, good morning.
Hi, Jeff.
Trey, thanks so much for speaking to me this morning. This is an explosive story. Tell me about how this story caught your attention. I understand that you got a package in the mail. It's like right out of a movie.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those mythical journalism moments that never really happens, but in this case it did. And we received a package in the mail at the Center for Investigative Reporting back in 2014. It was a small stack of policy memos from inside the Jehovah's Witnesses headquarters that essentially were memos instructing elders around the country not to report child sexual abuse to police, but rather to call headquarters when they learned about child abuse.
This seems to be such a trend in the news lately. No institution is safe, from the Boy Scouts to the Mormon Church. It seems like this is an epidemic.
I think that's exactly right. I think that it doesn't matter so much whether we're talking about religious or non-religious organizations. Many large institutions have issues around protecting kids from abuse. We're reporting on the Jehovah's Witnesses because first, they're a major religion. There's 1.2 million Jehovah's Witnesses in the U.S., more than 13,000 congregations. And this is an organization that not only keeps child abuse secret from law enforcement, but also maintains a database of known child abusers across the U.S. that it refuses to hand over to the courts. There's a lot here.
And Trey, do you expect more victims to come forward with their story after your special airs?
I do expect people to come forward. To date, I've probably corresponded with between 200 and 300 current and former members of Jehovah's Witnesses who claim to have been sexually abused by members of their congregations. I absolutely expect to hear from more people. In fact, it's never dropped off. I still get messages every week from news sources who claim that this is their story too.
And Trey, tell me about the Center for Investigative Reporting. It sounds like a noble institution.
Center for Investigative Reporting is the oldest nonprofit newsroom in the country. We were founded in 1977. We are based in the Bay Area in California, and we do deep dive stories that take anywhere from 2 months to 2 years to produce. Accountability stories, stories that try to hold powerful institutions accountable. We do television, radio, print, virtual reality, animation, anything to make sure that a story gets out. And
during your investigation, Trey, have you found anyone within the Jehovah's Witness Church to come forward to corroborate your story?
Well, the package in the mail was just the beginning. Since that time, we've tracked down or heard from hundreds of sources. We've collected thousands of pages of documents, both from inside the Jehovah's Witnesses leadership and also from court cases where the religion has been sued by abuse victims. So we have a ton of evidence that this is a systemic cover-up that's going on. The Jehovah's Witnesses leadership has refused to grant an interview or provide a meaningful comment to date, and we're talking about 5 years of reporting.
Well, Trey, congratulations on your reporting. It's explosive, and I just have the utmost respect for you and your profession. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
The Watchtower was describing their own internal Jehovah's Witness court system. It never says, call the police. Our reaction was just, if this is real, then there's a story here, period.
The Witnesses premieres February 8th on the Oxygen channel with encore presentations available on oxygen.com. I'm Jeffrey Gay Howard in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.